Hi, this is Erma Grego from Senior Perspective. Today we have a special program. It's not only for seniors, but it's for everybody. And it's on the women of St. Benedict's from, well, naturally from St. Benedict's. And we have three of my guests here that are all officers of the women of St. Benedict's. And they will tell you a lot of good things about the club. So I will introduce Marianne Campbell, who is the president, and Joan Becker as the vice president, and Christine Campbell, no relation, is our treasurer. No, secretary. See, I did it again. And so, okay, so I hope you do better than I do, so I'll leave it to you. Marianne, can you tell us a little something about the organization?
Yes, I can. The Women of St. Benedict is a group of Catholic Christian women. We're all members of St. Benedict's Church, obviously. You need to be 18 years of age or older to belong, and any woman that belongs to our church is automatically considered a member of our organization. There are no dues or fees. You just need to come to our meetings and come to some of our activities. And we provide a lot of support and fellowship for each other, and we have a lot of fun along the way. We have fundraisers throughout the year, and these fundraisers help to support our various ministries and our outreach programs. And this is a very special year for the Women of St. Benedict because this is the 40th anniversary of this organization. So we are planning a special activity in May. We're having an anniversary Mass, May 19th at St. Benedict's Church at the 12:15 Mass, followed by luncheon at the Valley Brook Country Club. And we are inviting all the former presidents to be our honored guests that day.
Oh, that'll be quite an honor for them.
Yes, it will.
And for all of us, really. Mm-hmm. So anything else? Can you think of anything else that you want to inject right now?
No, myself personally, no. We were going to have Joan talk a little bit about some of the ministries that the women do have. So I would let her take it over.
Okay, Joan, now it's your turn. You can tell us all that you know about St. Benedict's.
We provide Christmas present for the patients at Mayview, and we have bingo games with the patients, and we assist the patients at the various nursing homes at the Catholic Mass. And we have adopted a young girl from El Salvador. And last year we donated $1,000 to flood victims in West Virginia. We also made over 100 teaching dolls for Children's Hospital. This is our third year of doing this project. This was started by our former president, Mary Ann Campbell.
Can you tell us a little, Kelly, here we go. Can you tell us a little something about this teaching doll program? I mean, it's, what is it used for? Do you know anything about
For the children, it's at the Children's Hospital, and the doctor will come in and show them where they're going to have their particular operation or some such thing. They'll draw on, color these dolls. Yes.
Well, then it's sort of to
puts them at ease.
Puts the kids at ease and teaches them a little something about what's going to happen to them so they aren't so frightened.
That's
Is that
correct.
what it's for? That's a wonderful thing to be doing. And that's so, because even when we're grown up, we're afraid. So imagine for children, it would be quite traumatic for them. So then, can you think of anything else then? Or that's a lot of things.
It's a lot of things,
Yeah.
correct.
So, is anybody going to mention about the donut sales, or am I going ahead of myself? The donut sales we have?
Oh, well,
Is that considered a fundraiser?
that's considered a fundraiser.
Okay, we'll go into that later then. Okay, Christine, it's your turn. She is the secretary. Got it right.
That's it.
Okay. Right, what can you tell us about the club?
Well, actually, I think I'm here because I'm the token young girl from the Women of St. Benedict. So I'm really just here to talk a little bit about the expectations that we have for the Women of St. Benedict in the future. And I think a lot of that is going to be incumbent on the growth of our membership in the way of the younger women getting more involved in the organization. And I think, you know, like Marianne said, it's our 40th anniversary this year. I mean, the Women of St. Benedict have been providing services to the parish and the community now for 40 years. And in order to keep this going, we need to grow and change along with our growing and changing community. And in order to do that, I think the most honest way to do that would be to have younger women come in and offer their insight and tell us what's important to them. And for the young women, obviously, what's important to their families. That we touch a lot of children, I think, and a lot of the ministries and a lot of the fundraisers and things that we do. We do a lot for the parish and the community that way. So I think I would just like to see some younger women get involved so that we can continue to offer the service, and also, you know, for the social aspect of it. I mean, really, obviously, the Women of St. Benedict is a social organization. I mean, in ourselves, we're a service to the women because we provide socialization for the women of the church, and we do have a lot of fun.
That's the main thing. I mean,
we
you're
really
working,
do.
but yet you're having fun.
Sure.
And we have to impress that on the younger people, that it isn't just a dry old meeting or something like that, that we
Right.
do have fun. So that's your job.
Most definitely. You know, it happens a lot. You know, people say, what do I have in common with those women, or what could I possibly offer to that organization? And, you know, we are all women. I mean, that in itself, I mean, the universality of that is enough. But, you know, for a social group to be founded on the same faith, and from the youngest member, which I think is me, I'm not sure about that, to the oldest member, and I won't say who that is, but you know, we share the same faith, and that in itself is it's a really amazing thing to be. It's a security thing to know that, you know, we have the same faith, and as a social group, you know, it's a nice safeguard to have that. Mm-hmm. It's a big thing.
I don't know
actually,
if
to have in
anybody's going to
common.
mention this later or not, but we do have something for the younger parents, in that we do have free babysitting, which is would help them, that they don't have to worry about what am I going to do with my kids if I come to the meetings. Well, that problem would be solved because we do have the babysitting.
Well, they do. They make it so easy. I mean, just being, I mean, as an officer, I mean, I have 3 children and 1 on the way. And to be an officer, I mean, I have extra meetings aside from the individual ones. But Mary Ann and Joan and Seal, the other ladies that are on the board, and the rest of the women are so helpful to me. I mean, they make it so easy for me to be involved. Mary Ann goes and picks up, you know, the letters and things that I do on my computer. She picks the paper up for me so I don't have to drag the kids out. And, you know, we are at meetings and, you know, they feed the kids or they go chase the kids. I mean, everybody's extremely helpful and just so kind, and it's really been very fulfilling for me.
Well, we've all been mothers at one time or another, so
That's right.
get to use some of our expertise. Okay. Now we'll talk about the fundraisers. See, I jumped the gun before. So,
Okay.
Mary Ann?
Well, they vary, and it all depends on who's president for 2 years, because each board brings in their own ideas. One continuing fundraiser that we do have every year are our donut sales that you mentioned. We have them the first weekend of every month. And not only is it a fundraiser, but it's also something that all the parishioners look forward to, because we have tables set up where people can sit and have coffee and visit. And it's a way to get to know other members of the community. The children that go to CCD, if they are good in CCD, their teachers give them little cards that they can cash in at the donut sale for a donut. So it's really a nice activity that does bring everybody together that we happen to make a little bit of money on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This year we had our first garage sale in the fall, one day only, and we were able to do quite well with the amount of monies we raised.
That
with
was
that.
some garage sale.
Yes.
There was so much stuff.
Kristen and her husband were in charge of the food, and we had the kitchen open that day, which was just wonderful.
It was
because if you were working there all day, you could take a break and sit down and have, gosh, what did we have? Chili, hot dogs.
Cheddar soup was really yummy.
Broccoli cheddar soup, and people donated baked goods. So it really was a fun activity that actually brought, once again, a lot of the parish together, because we set up for about a week beforehand, and people that would come to morning mass would stay, and everybody was looking at the different things and then help put things up in their correct row. And although it was put on by the Women of St. Benedict, there were a lot of men that helped at that garage sale, and they had a good time.
Mm-hmm. Well, if any of you know how big the hall is at St. Benedict's, that place was packed with things. I mean, the donations were fantastic.
Right.
Everything, well, from soup to nuts really was there.
Well, I bought a day bed, so I did a little shopping there myself. We're also having another fundraiser, which is one reason why we're here. We're having a vintage fashion show and
That's
luncheon.
what this is.
Yes, what the signs are advertising. April 13th at the Meadowlands. This is the first time we've ever taken anything out of the hall and taken it someplace else other than our church hall. And we will be having fashions from 1900 to 1970, and they will be provided by Kathleen Mitchell. She also does the costuming for plays at W&J and other schools, I think, throughout the area. Plus, there are many articles of clothing that were provided from our own parishioners. And it has been a lot of fun getting all these clothes together. And women are stopping me all the time. Do you still need any more clothes? I have an old mink jacket, or I have my 1960 prom dress, and can you use this, can you use that? So it really has been a lot of fun. We have 8th grade girls who are acting as hostesses the day of the fashion show, and we made them special outfits that they will wear. And we are going to have 2 teenage boys who will act as hosts. And that the boys and the girls are going to be dressed in the same period, so they'll complement each other. And it's just been a lot of fun. We'll have a Chinese auction with about 20 to 25 items at the show. And we have a parish raffle that includes 4 different things. We have a oil painting painted by a parishioner, Cecilia Chapman, and it's of Peters Lake Park.
Oh, that
And it's a
would be
beautiful
interesting.
painting. It'll be framed. That's going to be raffled off. We have an overnight at the Renaissance Hotel with dinner for 2 at Ruth Chris Steakhouse. That's another
Can't beat that.
raffle. And I know we have some more raffles. What are the other ones? Night at the Pops.
Marvin Hamish.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
And a handcrafted Indian design wooden bowl by Bill Grohl.
Oh, that's one of our parishioners.
Yes.
Right, and it's beautiful.
He does beautiful work.
Yes.
So sounds like you girls have really been busy. So,
Yes, we have.
Well, now to top the icing on the cake, we have something very special for you all to see. We actually have a model. So if she will please come on and show us her dress.
This is from the 20s.
Oh, this is Claudine Femiani.
Hi. This is from the 20s. Obviously, it's a flapper. And you know how the flapper girls had a good time always. And this is one of Kathleen Mitchell's dresses. And I think that you'll enjoy the fashion show. It's really going to be fun.
Thanks,
you, Claudine.
Claudine.
Okay, where do we go from there now? You want to talk a little more about the fashion show, or is there some more other things that...
Well, do we want them to be surprised, or should we talk a little bit more in detail about the hostesses and their outfits, or should we encourage people to buy a ticket and be surprised at the...
First of all, what is the price of the tickets?
Oh, yeah, I guess we should tell them that.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
25.
when and what time. And
Yeah,
Ticket is $25. Kristen, you can tell her.
okay,
Talk
if I
much.
know. What do we have? The tickets are $25, and we have so many ways that you can buy them that it would be absolutely sinful if you didn't get one. You can pick them up after any Mass. You can get them by mail. You can, there's another way. Through the mail, on the phone, we have somebody's address. Amy Baumgartner, who's in charge of our ticket sales.
She is.
Do you have those numbers? It's April 13th, and the doors will open at 10:30, is that right?
That's correct.
So that you can browse around the auction and look at the raffles. And I believe there'll be a bar open. Am I allowed to say that?
well, sure,
Is
why
that-
not?
is that a part of
Hey,
the plug?
Good time.
Can that be part of the plug that the cash bar opens at 10:30, actually, on a Saturday? And
To 1.
and there's going to be music.
Yes.
And lunch will be served at 12, and then after lunch they're going to have the fashion show. It should be a nice
The
luncheon.
theme of our show is as time goes by, and one of our teenage models is from the area. Well, they're all of our teens, all from Peters, obviously, from our church. And the one girl, Val Williams, is a very talented singer, and she's going to do some singing at our fashion show for us. So I think it's going to be a real special day.
Yeah.
All
Boy,
in all,
just-
from entertainment to lunch to
Right.
Hey, lunch.
prizes and
Are you telling
fashion.
anybody what they're for lunch, or is that going to be a surprise?
No, they have to tell. Baked cod or prime rib are the food choices.
Hey, that sounds good.
With the vegetable oven, new brown potatoes, and a salad and roll, and carrot cake for dessert.
Yeah. So, Joan, do you have something?
Yes, our young people get to eat hamburgers and French fries, which makes us very happy.
They weren't too thrilled with cod in prime rib. So the hostesses and the models will have hamburgers and fries. And
Well, the tastes do
Coke.
change.
Yes. We do have a couple mothers that are coming with their bringing their daughters as guests because thought it would be a nice mother-daughter afternoon.
Yeah,
So
well, I'm bringing my daughter.
well, these girls are like about 11.
Oh, well, my daughter's
Yeah,
older.
yeah. But they thought it
She's
was-
still your daughter, though.
yeah, that's true.
My daughter, yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember one time we had a mother-daughter luncheon over at church, and we were there for 4 generations because I had my
Oh,
mom
wow.
and my granddaughter and my daughter there.
That's
So
nice.
I still have that picture, which is something that I'll treasure because
sure.
it's not very often you get all of them together like that. So there's always beautiful memories to no matter what you put on or whatever you do. There's always some beautiful memories that you have, and it's just that everybody should get involved and to do things for something like this. It's,
Well, the youth are so important to our community and to our church. They
Well,
are
they're
the
gonna
future.
carry it on.
That's
That's
right. They
right.
are our future, and that's why I think it's important that we as an organization work with the youth of our church. Let them know that we as a group think that they're very important and that we want to work with them. We want to do things for them. This year we did have a spaghetti dinner for the confirmation class,
Yeah.
and which was the first time we've done anything for the teens like that. And it was a big success. It was a lot of fun. And
Well, it's very important. I mean, it really is very important. I mean, and as the women, and especially, as the mothers, I mean, we're the first role models. I mean, it's
That's
a way
right.
of taking your faith and making it active, and it's not just a Sunday thing. And everything we do, obviously, it's brought from the church, it's brought from the group, and I think it's a really important thing. It's a great way to get the children involved and let them know. I mean, it's more than just.
It's more than just a good time. We're out there to help
That's for
and
sure.
to carry on. I mean, because after all, like you say, it's the youth that's going to be carrying everything on. They're going to carry the ball one of these
Right.
days.
That's right.
And everybody loves to do things with the little kids because the little kids are so cute and adorable and so sweet. But when they get to be teenage years, those hormones kick in. And so.
I'm actually giving mine away then. I think that's where the thought for boarding school began.
Teenagers are a challenge.
Yes, they are.
So we thought, after talking to Becker, who's our Director of Religious Education, what ways could we help the church, that she felt that the teen group was a group that could use some involvement from our women's guild. So that's why we chose to do the spaghetti dinner. That's another reason why we chose to get the younger teens involved in the fashion show. These girls will be getting confirmed in the fall, and they are expected to do community service.
Community service,
and
yeah.
this is one way for them to do community service, but yet have a great time.
They'll also be involved in May crowning too, that confirmation class, we hope.
Yes,
There's
we're going to
some
have a
plans,
May
but that's-
crowning, May 5th, and we are going to put a notice in the bulletin to ask any girl that has been confirmed if she would like to be eligible to be the young lady to crown the Blessed Mother with the crown of flowers, to call Janet Roberto, our youth director, and give her name. And then of all the people that volunteer, Janet will pick a name out of a hat, and that will be the girl who will crown the Blessed Mother that
Oh,
Sunday.
that's wonderful to have some of the younger group to participate in
Right.
something like that.
Right,
To show them how important Mary really is
right,
in our lives.
right.
And that's there's another thing coming up is the Easter egg hunt or something. Are the teens
Yes.
going to be doing anything with that?
Mary and Son
Is that,
probably.
there'll be some that will.
But they help out a lot with the, I know at the
Easter
beginning
egg.
with the setup and the cleanup. I mean, that's part of their community service and
Yeah.
things like
Yeah.
that they
Yeah.
do. And they like to help out
sure.
in the, well, I don't know if they're doing the craft room this year, but they help out with Claude's husband, actually. You guys going to be involved in the Easter egg hunt and the roll. They help with the roll and do that stuff, so it's nice. I mean, it's
Well, I
just-
noticed I've seen a lot of teenagers at the fish fries too, where they help
Yes.
out.
Yes, they do.
yeah, but that would be a plug for Ben's Men.
Oh, dear.
That's all right. We're all St. Benedict. Next time they have something, they'll have to plug us.
Well, they better. At least the little one.
I know Mary Ann Kelly is the chairman of the Easter egg hunt, and she has gotten a very nice committee together to help her with the hunt this year. And several new women and some younger mothers too,
Good.
which is really nice to get younger people involved. It is very difficult when you have school-age children because you're going to be involved in PTA, and then their sports activities, and it is hard for a young mother to be involved in our organization at the level that, say, I am, you are, or Joan is. But Kristen obviously is able to show us that you can be involved in the Women's Guild at some level. You don't have to be at our level necessarily.
Right,
but
right.
we are there for all women, and we just want to let them know that.
Right. So I think it's time now that we maybe see another one of our displays that we're going to have. Is our model ready to do something?
I'm not wearing it, but when the women were asked about the vintage clothing, if they had anything to bring it in, one of our parishioners brought in this dress, and I was looking at my grandmother Molly's wedding picture, and it's very similar. So we're dating it about 1915, and it's really beautiful. The work is so gorgeous, all the lace, and then really unusual, we have black velvet buttons. So it's just one of the things that we're having, and there are a lot of beautiful clothing that will be in this, and it'll be really interesting to see each era. So please come.
And we're going to have a bridal party at the fashion show.
A what?
A bridal party.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And probably from around 1960 will be the wedding gown and the bridesmaid's gown, and that belongs to one of our parishioners also, the wedding gown. So
Oh, that
It should
sounds
be fun,
great.
yeah.
I'm getting real anxious about going to this affair. How about you, Joan?
Oh, yes, we're looking forward to everyone enjoying themselves. It's going to be a fun day.
Right. So, well, is there anything else that you want to bring out and on some of these posters? Oh, by the way, who did these posters? They are beautiful.
Yes. Dolores Grohl did the poster. She's a very talented member of our parish, and she did this poster for our raffles that we're having, and she did the other poster to signify all the different airs of clothing that we're going to have at the fashion show. And she did a wonderful job.
Yes, she did. And that's her husband that has the
bowl.
The bowl.
That made the bowl. And Dolores is also designing the cover for our program.
Oh.
And that's going to be gorgeous also.
Yes, I know she does wonderful calligraphy.
Yeah.
And that's it's at the which room is it in over at the Holiday Inn? Do you know?
You would ask me that.
The grand ballroom.
In the ballroom.
Open all the room doors.
It's going to be the ballroom?
Yes.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Thank you. Didn't know.
Well, that'll be a nice place to have something like that.
Right.
So, is something going on that we don't know about?
Oh, yeah, we forgot about the book fair. We forgot about the book fair.
What did you forget?
Oh, the book fair.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's just something
Well,
new and
something
different
else
that
you
we
had.
did this year.
Yeah, we had a Catholic book fair in November. First time we've ever had that. And we provided it. Yes, we did make money on the books that we sold, but it was mainly to provide a service for the children and the teachers and the parents in our church so that they would have good Catholic literature right at their fingertips to pick from. If they wanted to get some Christmas presents for their children, they just had to come to church on Sunday and walk through our book fair. And we had it for 4 days, I believe. We had the book fair open every day. They had CCD. And the kids would come from their classes with their teachers and walk through. We gave them a wish list. And they would write down the books that they liked and then give that list to their parents, saying, hopefully you'll buy me one of these books. And then the parents would come at another time and purchase a book. Sometimes they would bring their children. We had a storyteller one day. And what else did we
We
have?
try to
with that?
cover all bases here,
It was
huh?
it really was. It was a very nice day.
Yeah.
They had everything set up so it was very accessible. They knew where the children's books were as opposed to the teens, and it worked out really well. I think everybody was very pleased with it.
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen something like that, and it
Right.
was done very well.
Well,
And
we're considering having it again next year. I don't think it's the kind of thing you can have year after year after year, think you might need to wait a couple years and let some new kids come in and then offer it again. Because I think if you
Yeah.
have it every single year, people might get tired of it.
Right, right, and you've got to have the interest
Right.
there. So, okay, Kristen, can you think of anything?
Oh, I don't think so. I think we covered just about everything from book fair to fashion show to flea market.
Do we have anything to do with the library that we have in church? Do we do anything with that? Or
Not
is it
really.
Not really?
No.
Not
Well,
yet.
we have donated books to them in the past. And, well, we had, our Christian-Muslim dialogue, which we had.
Hey, that was interesting. I really
Yes.
learned a lot that night.
Father Dan Valentine was a guest speaker, and he was a former pastor of our church, and he works with ecumenical interfaith organization in the diocese, and he obtained a guest speaker from the Islamic Center, Mr. Farouk Husseini, who talked about the Islamic faith and what the Islamic faith really does stand for, and it was open to the whole community of Peters Township, and we advertised in local papers and in the Pittsburgh Catholic, and we had approximately 150 people attend. We had question and answer period. We also had our teens come. That was part of their religious education program that night. So it was very educational and pretty informative, I would say.
I was surprised too that they did have questions.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes, they did.
They had questions and they were asking these questions, and which is wonderful that they showed they were interested and that
Right.
they were paying attention.
Yeah.
And that's
But Mr. Husseini did donate an English translation of the Quran to our library, which made me think of when you asked the library.
okay.
I was wondering what the link was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a link.
So we really want to. We're here today really to push our fashion show.
Our fashion show, and to just encourage all
To
young
let
women
everybody know what we're doing, and that's
about our organization.
right.
Yes.
And maybe Claudine would come up and give us another quick run through, and then we'll.
Everyone should really come to the monthly meetings. We have a lot of fun. There's something different every month.
And we never know what's going to happen, do we?
And I think you would enjoy the fashion show. So take care.
Thanks, Claudia.
Thanks, Claudine. So, well, is there anything else? Joan, do you have anything that you wanted to say?
We have breakfast buffets, and we have
that's
some
before our
evening
meetings.
meetings too.
Yeah.
They're very, very nice.
So this way, no matter what you do, there is a time that you can come.
Yes.
And eat.
And eat. Oh, we always eat. I mean,
And
what's a meeting without
babysitting at
eating?
all meetings. We have babysitting at our board meetings too.
At the board meetings
So if
too?
you want to get involved at the board level and you have children, we have babysitting provided too. So our
Okay.
arms are open.
And you're all welcome to come and see what we're doing.
Right.
And that. So, well, I guess if that's about it then. So this is Erma Grego from Senior Perspective.